Hello, my name is Lupita, and this homework is from the subject Selección de técnicas de enseñanza y mejores prácticas. And the homework was about to design a lesson plan or a class, um, showing some of the techniques and strategies that we can use in any given topic. So I chose the comparisons because now I have very basic levels. So this is information of the group. Then here is the uh, some justifications on why the rationale, what I have to do, and the method that I chose to use. So this is the lesson is based on comparatives, only comparatives, because we shouldn't mix up comparatives and superlatives. Unless they know already the comparative forms, then we can mix comparatives and superlatives. So in the first stage is just using some of the most common adjectives, yes, and the thing is that they know that comparisons are used to compare to people, to things, to objects, to animals, or whatever. So, as usual, I included the warm up, the practice and production, presentation, practice and production, and the warm up stages. So, in this case, as a warm up, I'm going to ask them if they have a dog or a pet, and hopefully they will say yes. Then I can ask them for the names. Yes, how long have they had? How old is the dog? How old is it? Or the names. Yeah. Then I'm gonna project some images and elicit adjectives that can describe the animal shown. In this case, I'm gonna show two dogs, one puppy and a dog, and maybe they can come up with, oh, that's a beautiful dog, or whatever feeling or emotion they can feel just by looking at the dogs. So teachers say sentences using the comparative form. For example, the brown dog is bigger than the white little dog or puppy. The white dog is smaller than the brown dog. Using different adjectives, she provides more examples. For example, softer, younger, friendlier, prettier, whatever. Yes. So this activity is for 10 minutes and the whole class is involved. Okay, so for the presentation stage, I'm gonna show ask two people to go to the front and elicit answers from the students with, for example, who is taller? I'm gonna have in the front two students, probably two men or two women, and I'm gonna say who is taller? Yeah, showing them the how tall is one. Maybe one is taller than the other, obviously, so they can see. Oh, Pedro is taller, or Juan is taller. Yeah, because so I'm gonna write tall, taller in the on the blackboard on the whiteboard. Short, shorter, old, older, young, younger. So they know, yeah, what is the suffix that we can add. In this case, er for one or two syllables adjectives. Then teacher asks what they can mention the adjectives have in common. This would be using the inductive approach, which is where they have to discover the rules or find them by themselves. So in this case is the extra syllable, short, shorter. And also there is a video that I'm going to show, or a song. Yeah, there is a song here where they can see the rules. So hopefully we will sing the song if everybody gets involved, obviously. Then in the practice stage, teacher organizes the class in pairs. They have to compare two objects, for example, these two houses or these two cars. Yes. Um, and they have to come up with adjectives. In case they don't know the adjectives, they can ask or they can look for them on their cell phone. Yes, so they have to use language describing the item and comparing it with the last version. For example, this new model is faster than the last model. This laptop is more expensive than the Samsung, but it's faster. Yes, so they have to come up with new adjectives in the practice. In the practice, for example, what can they say about these two dresses? Yeah? In case one student makes mistakes, well, the other one can correct him or her. or they can create the sentence. Yeah. Then you have we have the production stage, and the activity is that they have to be able to write a 10-line text using 8 to 10 adjectives to describe and compare two objects of the same kind. For example, the cell phones, two bikes, two cars. So first they will have to analyze or observe and contrast the objects, what they have in common and what are the differences. So they will have to be able to produce language orally first when they have to think, yeah, and say, well, this laptop is more modern, for example, yeah. And then written, allegedly, students will be producing language, including the adjectives used in the first and second activities. And then pairs report to the class about their work. Then the wrap-up and feedback stage. Teacher elicits the rules for adjectives of 1 and 2 syllables and writes examples. She also explains the use of more or 3 or more syllable adjectives, which is when we add more important, more social, more expensive. In the feedback, after the pair reads, the teacher focuses on analyzing the language produced by students, allowing them to correct possible mistakes and provides additional practice if necessary. Um, with all the help that we can get from the internet, it is just fair for students to have additional practice, because otherwise they will not look for it on their own. So the teacher has to assign extra homework if it's necessary. Yes. Well, I have the rationale behind teaching comparisons or comparatives. Yeah, how will students demonstrate the learning? Yes, the context of learning. And the criteria for achieving proficiency, which is when they present and read their tasks, listening and making sure that they use the comparisons adjective correctly. When they use when they listen to some other students, it's also time for learning. Yeah. Especially if there are some corrections to make, they can also make their own adjustments. Well, thank you very much. That is all.